So I'm back. Hello, hello. Welcome back to the day 25 of Desert Merge game development. I'm back in my tablet because I think that the refactoring that I wanted to do was a little bit too much for the time being. So I think we can switch a couple of things there because I have already optimized a couple of things that weren't really working okay with the power up system. So that's useful now. That's so I don't think I need to be removing the or just diving in the bowels of the game. So let's go back to more functional development. So what we have less, what they have left for the refactoring part was almost the entire spawn system that I will refactor, but I don't think I will do that now because I need to think to a better solution that I was trying to do uh, last stream. So yeah, I will pause that for a moment, and I think I will focus to trying to like make an icon for the delete item of type power up. So right now this power up is working correctly. So if I just go and add a bunch like uh, let's see, okay, so something like that. So if I now pick this is the remove item of type power up and click on the macaron, all macarons should be removed, and we have already that done. So if I then click the strawberries will be removed all but the one that is pending to be launched, and that's entirely okay, and that's how it's meant to be. So yeah, this thing is okay. It needs a couple of icons, so I think that's what I will be doing today. So let me grab my drawing glove so I can put my hand in my tablet screen without any issue. So just a second. Okay, here we go. And let's try to make an icon. So I need to think about what which icon. So what is a good icon to represent the removing of an entire type of items? So let's start by going to re-sprite. Let's go to the stream. So here I made the delete item. This was quite okay because okay, so it's pretty straightforward. You're removing an item by throwing that in the garbage, but there's I don't really know how to address that part for the remove of type. So I will have this icon here as a template. So let me duplicate that and rename it to, let's see, um, delete item of type power up. So yeah, well, a little long, but I think that's okay. So what is this? This is the margin or the frame. So I will call it frame there. Properties. Let's call it that frame. Okay, there. So I have this trash bin layer and the item layer. I don't think I need those. What I will do is to delete them. Well, delete the contents of them. So let's see, what can I do here? Because so I have thought of a couple of designs, and I don't know how to address them. So I will try them right now. Let's try to open a couple of items here. I think that should be it. So let's see. Let's copy the cinnamon roll. I just want you there. Copy that. Not replace. Oh, okay, I can replace now. So paste a couple of them. I think 3 of them will suffice. Let's go back to the tiramisu and copy that also. I mean the item tab, yeah. So let's put some of them there. And I think like that, and just a bunch of macarons also. So let's copy them, paste them. I think I will get them a little bit smaller. So yeah, I will get those on this size. Because I want some way. I think I will do just those items. There. So now I need some way to represent that an item is it's been deleted by its type. So every single item. So I could do something like, let's go to the trash bin. So I maybe could do something like that and make a circle 5, 4, 3 maybe, and do something like this and be crossing. So I could do something like that. I know that's not correctly placed, but I could do something like that, you know. That's one way I could do that, but I don't think that correctly represents the idea of removing them. It's like that they are forbidden now. It's not a deleting symbol, you know. One other thing I could do is something like, let me see if I can be able to do that. What's that? Shading tool. Oh, we have a shading tool now. All right. I don't know how it works. Oh well, of course. Oh. Okay. So let me see. I can like something like this, and so what? So I can do shit. I don't know. Well, that's okay, I suppose. I don't know how it works. Well, I'm going ahead of myself. So I could do something like, let's see, can I make a straight line with that? No, 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 and no. Okay. Let's go back in there. So I could do something. This needs to be smaller. Could do something like, let's say, do something like this. Well, not like that, but something like that. Come on. Okay, you need to start. Okay, let's do something like that. By being able to do something like that and something like that, and that and that. I could do something like that, and that maybe could do something like this and do something like that, just to make it like you are removing them, or something like this. Let's see, like it's being destroyed, you know. So how does it looks? Um, it's kind of okay. I think maybe that works better. I don't really know, to be honest. So, okay. So let me know what you think, by the way. Even if you're watching this on YouTube and somehow, yeah, because I can change my mind. Yes, really quickly. But I think I will go with this. What is this? Time lapse. Okay, time lapse. Um. So yeah. Uh. I think I will try to do this a little bit like better made, because this is just done for the just to watch how it would be. So I will remove those ones. Um. So I think I will for now. Yeah, for now I will leave the design as it is, and then if you have some kind of better suggestions, I will definitely apply them, because design is not my strong skill by any stretch of the imagination. So yeah, so let's go in here. Um, so let's remove that as a as I did before, because here we have this kind of grid that we can use. So, well, this kind of grid now we have this grid we can use, but this. Okay, so now let's go. Let me paint a line. It's not that big, just two, and it will be easier for me to remove that part there. Okay, I need to see better, but that should be okay. And that is definitely okay. So yeah, and now I don't know if I can remove by color, but that's okay. So I can do this. And it's a visual guide for me to know what can I remove. And we will see how it looks after that. So yeah, so this kind of way of showing, this way of removing an object, it reminds me of the old like Space Invader games where just the enemies just popped up, and I think that could be a nice way to do that. So let me just copy this. Let's see how it looks in here. I think that could work. Maybe I will do that for now. So let's keep going. Let's put a lot of them just everywhere. Okay. So what do you think? Does it look all right? Yeah, well, I kind of like it. So yeah, I think we will leave that way. Yeah, I think I will leave that. So let's save this. Let's duplicate this. Let's call it rename. Instead of the 2 at the end, let's call that active. And I will also open this I need, because what I want is to be able to get this color. Well, I don't think I can. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, right. Perfect. So I will change this color in here, and in the background I will change this color here. There we go. When it's actually active. And let's do the same. So let's duplicate that again and rename that to disabled. And we will open that. We'll open this. So I do like the forbidden symbol, so I will go with the same way. So I will copy this. Maybe I would try be as precise as I can. Not really, but okay. I can just do this, and we can invert select, and well, I maybe can just use this way of selecting that. Just copy that. Create a new layer. That's the forbidden. Forbidden and N. So, let me see. So, okay, here in the forbidden, I can just do that. For now, I will give that. So, in the delete item, let's go to the frame one. Let's remove that. Let's get this color here. Paint that in the frame. There. And let's go to the background. And go to the background here. That's the background, please. Get this color here. Paint that. So do that. The trash bin does nothing. So let's delete this layer. So yeah. This one and this I don't want anything. So just to be cleaner, let's remove this trash bin layer. Okay. I think that serves its purpose. As I said before, if you have any better suggestion, just go for it. Just tell me in the comments or here in the chat if you're watching me right now. Do you like that? So yeah, let's export this. So let's go export as a PNG file. So I see that the developer of this app has been updating it. Like there is a ton of new features that I will test in the future. So yeah, let's save that in my stream folder. So let's remove that. I don't want to share the app for now. By the way, Sprite, if you like to create pixel art in Android, I'm not sponsored by them. It's just a very good app. So, let's go for the active one. File, yes. Save that. Let's just that and do the same for the BTM. So export file. There we go. And as always, let's move it to the Godot project folder. So let's go to my file manager and let me go to my stream and let me select these three and copy them to Godot projects, laser merge, assets, textures, icons, and there we go. So let's go back to let me click off thing. Let's go back to Godot. And let me update. I wish I could have a way to collapse everything. So, delete item of type, we have 3 here. So this needs to change. So let's go to, I think I can do a quick load. Maybe not. Yeah, do this one. So for the active power up, let's do also a quick load and do that. And for the disabled, another quick load and select this. Okay, let's save that and see what we have here. So by the way, let me check real quick. Yeah. So let's try it. Let's see how it looks. Okay, on a 3-inch screen, maybe it doesn't look as. It's okay. Let's go. Okay. Well, it could be. Could do the trick. So let's click that. Let's do that. Okay. Also, I can cancel that. Let's see the power up. Okay. How will this work? It uses the last one. So I need to be able to cancel the item, the power up that is not actually being active. So yeah, let's just use the last one, and that's okay. And I can do also this one. We're out of them. Okay. So yeah, well, that's kinda okay, I suppose. Oh, okay, that's not okay. So the post menu is not properly aligned. So where do I have my post menu? UI components, the score system. The post menu should be on 10, maybe 8. I think it's 8. Okay. The game overlay is on 0. That's not it. So the game overlay, its ordering, it's on 0, but we have the different background, and so let me see the icon. It's on 10. I think this should be 8. So the game overlay is I will leave that, but the post menu, I will do that. I will try to do this and go to ordering, and let me put that on 9 because I want the I want the game overlay to be like the topmost uh, graphics. So let's check that again. Okay, now that's good. Perfect. Okay, so that's it for that. Now let's see. Okay, so what did I have for the open my notes? Scroll to the end. What we have here? What are buttons, coordinates? Okay, so spawn select item. That's what I need. So this is still pending. And yeah, so that's it. Okay, so that's done. And I need to address that also. That was done, and done. Okay, so hmm, okay, how I want to do this? Spawn selected item. So what I want for that? Let me see. Didn't I have a note with that? I just select next item. So by the way, remove item of type is already done. Okay, so what we want to for that to be okay. Uh, I have like two ways of do this. One, oh, okay. Um, so one is like any item. Uh, let's write properly, shall we? Any item, and the other one is any unlocked item. So this one is easier, but gives an advantage. Because if I can spawn, well, somewhat an advantage. And this one is harder to implement. Okay, I do not know how to write, but well, okay, this is easier because I don't need to have any sort of logic to implement this. I can do just a overlay with all the items. You click on one of them and then it just works. and that's it. Or or if I go to the second option to any unlocked item, I need to have like a logic behind where I need to disable the items that are not unlocked. What does the any unlocked item? Okay, what does it is like in the early run, it's there's no point on using the the spawn next item power up. There's no point because you don't have any option, or you can have just 2 or 3. But on the other way, if I can spawn any of them, that that is also not useful on the earlier runs. So this power up is usually useful in the mid to late cycle of the game. So in the mid to late run is when this power up will have a real use, because we will have mostly like our next item will be mostly one of those on the bottom row, but in the late game we will have like more and more of those items as an objective, and it is also more difficult to get to them. So that's why like selecting one of them will be better to the player in the late run. Nonetheless, it doesn't make any sense to spawn a cinnamon roll at the beginning, for example, but nor does to spawn a macaron. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This is the because the delete one item has uses. Also, yeah, I think every power up has its uses in the late game, because you will use that when everything is cluttered. So yeah, I think I could. I think we can do that. Like, we can just make a grid and have every single icon to be there. So yeah, let's do that. So I can use something like the post menu and have here the 12 items. This 12 or 11. Yeah. So have something like that already. So yeah, have them. Okay, yeah, I could do that. Like make a square like the first button, the post menu, and have them there. And whenever you click one of them, so yeah, I think we can do that. It will be more difficult than I am seeing right now, but for now, I think we can do that. So yeah, okay. So I need a background for this. Let's see in Resprite what I have. So I have my TM background, post background, taking over. So okay. could use this. Yeah, let's choose that. Duplicate. Rename this to that. I just do that. So rename. Okay. So this will be next item. Select wrap. And we'll use these colors here just to be consistent with the power up system. So just one layer. That and I already think I'm making a mistake. But let's see how it looks. Okay, so we have that. I need to open everything. So let's just get right. This cake is I want to ask. So okay. Blackout line or not? I think I will get the blackout lines just because of the key line by yes and B and paste it here. At least you can see that. So if I there, there, you still are able to look at that. Even with this kind of background, because if I get the other one, I do the same. You'll see here. That is not okay. So, yeah. Yeah. So I will leave the I will leave the outline. But I think what I won't do is to I won't resize them here. Yeah, I will do that. I just want the background. So let me rename that power up background. Let's export that. Let me remove everything. That. So I have that. Let's export that. Take file, save. Error. Okay, let me just check one thing real quick. Okay, all right. So, yeah. So that's done. Let's go back to my file system, and I need to check this one, and let's move that. The project folder. I have seen that. You've seen this hundreds of times already. So assets, textures. Back up, not here. Textures, backgrounds. And there. So let's go back to here. Let's create a new one, a user interface one. Let's call it next item up. Let's focus here. Okay. Stop it. No. No. Okay. Okay. So what do we have here? The background. It's just a texture. So background. Let's add a new texture rect. So my parrot has decided to scream their lungs off, and that's why there's so much noise. Where are you? Did I screw up? I think I did. File system, assets, textures. Hey, stop it. No. Backgrounds. So let's move that in here. Let's copy background. Transform 32 to 20. So this one layout. Uh, 20. Okay, let's now do this. That much. Something like this. There. Because now, well, this is not the best way. Signals. Should that be like a button? It could do a button. Maybe. What do we have in here? Control nodes. Text edit, base button. Okay. Yeah. So texture button. Hmm. Okay. I can do that, or I can do something like our. So something like now we have now is this. No, because wasn't here the signal. On input event. Just that. Yeah. So we have the on input event, and whenever it had that, then it called. I don't think we need to do this. Shall do we? Okay, I could do. Well, maybe. So okay, let me think. So I want to have like those items, and I want to have a maybe if I click on each one of them, I can have a signal to be okay, but will that okay? So this input event is from the collision object to D, but does a for example this one. Yeah, I don't think this is to D. And the control, mouse enter, mouse exit, resize. GUI input. We have the GUI input as a signal. I have the input event. So we have the GUI input that is similar to the on input event, I suppose. And we have this event as a mouse button, and okay, we can do something like this. So okay. Let me think. Let me cook a little bit, because here I can do that manually, or I can. Yeah, I will create an item, a new item that, because this also has it, right? Yeah, GUI input. We have that. Or do I want to have something like you can select the item and then click OK? Because maybe, okay, because you can misclick a lot. So here we need a confirmation. So we need to have something like a check and a cancel. I can use the check as a button. Yeah. Maybe I can. Well, I need to create two buttons. And I will do them for the check, and I will do the same as the cancel. It will be like a just a red X. Yeah, let's go here and let's duplicate this green check because I will do like let's rename that. No, not there. So rename that to confirm button because I will use it as a spreadsheet. So right now is 32 by 32. So we have my sprite canvas size will be 64 by 32, and I will do that in also 64 by 64. I will make everything in here. Okay, so we have our canvas. Let's copy this, paste this in here. And I want to shift everything. I think one down and one left. So there, one down and one left. Why? Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay, so now I do that one down, one left. There. Because what I will do is remove the shadow. Just, no, not there. I will do that just plain. No. Well, yes, but no. Yes, but no. So this shadow I will remove. And I think yes, I think what I will do is change this to that and whatever. No, I need the materials here. No, no. I want to have. Okay, so I will press that and move that. So I will be. Okay, let's see. Let's do that again. So I will leave that there. And I will remove this. Just to have a little bit. I don't need to be. I don't need that to be like very. So this is the check. Confirm. Okay, and let's create a new layer. And this is the cancel. So in this layer, I will get which colors? Which colors? Those ones? Or the button ones? I think the button ones. Well, those are brighter. Yeah, maybe those colors. This color and this one and those one. Okay, so maybe like that and do something like. Okay, if I select this, am I able to? Perfect. Yeah, that's what I want. So 2 and maybe 3, 4. 3, 4. Yeah, 4. And I could do something like that and that. Not like that, but almost. So I want something like that. Not that much. Like that and not that much. Like that and like that. Yeah, something like that. Center that there. And you move. Come on. Why? Hey, what did you do? No. No. What did just happen? I'm not okay with that. Oh. Yes. Okay. I need to start again. It's your fault. It's your fault. And now it's not as I wanted. It's how I wanted. So, yeah, and yeah. I don't like it this way. No. Too much. No. Uh, no. No. I don't. I'm not symmetrical when I'm drawing. Okay. Yes, but also no. So not too much up. So there. I really don't like it. So that and yes, that. Because I don't want it to be like too straight. So I think I like that. Yeah. I like that. Okay. This I like it a little bit more. Okay. So I did that, and I need now to have something like this. And okay, so where we have the shadows, we have some shadows. Okay, so now we go back to 1 pixel, and so let's see, I will have my shadows here in this kind of way there. I think that could be a light, and can have that shadow there, not there, but also here. So whatever is up there, whatever is down here. So this maybe this should have shadow. Okay, I'll bet the shadow should be darker, a little bit darker. So let's do that. Assume the contiguous. Let's do this. I really don't like this one here. And this one I don't like also. So if I'm doing this, maybe shadow here? Like everything that is, because but that would be okay. So let me see. So if my shadow goes here, my lights will be there, there, and there, and my shadow will be here, there, and there. Yeah, my shadow should be in here. Okay, yeah. Okay, give me just a second. I will be back in a couple of minutes. And I'm back. So let's recap. So let's what's happening here. Okay, now. Alright. So let's return to what I was doing. Those that look good. Not really sure. So yeah, okay, so everything that's down and on the right, it's okay. Alright, so let me make another one thing there, just to be more. So let me see, it looks awful. Okay. So that doesn't look anyway as good as I thought. So let's go back here. Just a tone down. Maybe that's too much. Yeah, it looks weird. Nah. For this one, we just leave that there. So it would look like there. So, well, yeah, I need something to. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Okay, just fell off. So yeah, okay. So let me grab this again. Let me just use a little bit down. Just a little bit, and let's put that on the gaps. It still looks weird. Maybe there. This looked a little bit weird, so let's fix that by making it there and there, and then remove that here and here. Not there. Okay, so now that. Okay, so let me grab that, which is this, should be there. This should be there. And I have this one that I don't like. Okay, let's. Let's focus on this. More or less. There. Not the last one. There. Yeah. Okay. So now let's go back here and use a very lighter color. Maybe that. I think lighter should be. Okay, I've been. Wait. Okay, no, I've been painting that. So, there. I don't really like that. So let's do that as it does in there. Maybe this color is not the correct one that I need to use. Maybe just it should be remote bread. Something more like salmon, or maybe more orange. Oh no, I don't like orange. Yeah. So maybe something like this, or even though that. No, this needs to. No. Yeah, something like that. So an intermediate color here. Maybe something like I have this thing here, like that. No, I think that. Yeah, more or less. Yeah. Okay. Mostly. Okay, keep going. Let's keep going. That and copy, paste it. And move one down and to the right. So I will be removing that part there. Let's start it down there. Huh? Alright, so let's remove that, the shadow part. Yes, like that. You, my friend, should not be that color. Or do you? No, you need to be out. There. Yeah, it looks weird, but don't worry. It won't be too much visible there. By the way, I think I can do something like that and use this also. Yeah. Yeah. Not entirely not really sure about this. Oh well. Yeah, it's kind of okay. Alright. So let's just do that. Let's remove this. Let's go here. Let's get this one, rename, confirm, and cancel buttons. Alright. So yeah, let's check something real quick. Alright. Okay. This is alright. Export, I think a spreadsheet, and we have two both size of 2. Output size 64 by 64. Yeah, but okay. Oh, there are 2 rows. I don't know. I think I can do 1. Yeah, no, I won't do that in here. I think I can export this as just as a and yeah, just save that because I didn't make any animation. So let's copy that to the projects. Hey, what do you have in there? Come in. Come in. Merge, assets, textures, UI buttons. So let's see. Let's go back to Godot. So I don't need this. That. Okay, so let's add 2 buttons. Texture button. So let's go to button. Texture button. Create. Move it in there. Let's go to the inspector. And where do we have our textures? Here. So normal should be Atlas texture. So let's go here, and on our Atlas we'll go to UI buttons. Use that. So how does that work? Here, there. Region. Whoa. Okay. No. Separation step. Can I move that? Oh god. Oh god. Can't I do this and just Okay, no, close like this region. And so I want that, but this should be 32. This should be 32. Also 32 and 32. So I can just make this. Close that. And the breast is also an atlas texture, and use this as the atlas and edit the region, and now it's this one. Okay, so let's save this as a scene power ups. Next item power up UI. Save. Okay, so it does the effect. Okay, and that's the only thing I want to do. So, we will think about the different. So this is the confirm button. Let's duplicate that. Let's do that as a cancel button. Let's move that to here, and let's just change the textures if we can. No, can't. So let's go back in there, and the cancel button should have that and that. So let's create a new atlas texture. I don't think I'm doing this correctly, but it's a very lightweight. It's a very lightweight game, so should not be too much. And why? Oh, come on. Okay. Okay, so I need you to be unique. I make unique. Not here, so maybe I can make this one make unique and make unique. Now, okay. So that and here make unique. We could do a recursive region. This. I'll check that. And okay, that's working. All right. So this is working, and I will need a couple of different things. Hmm. So I want to select to select things in here. I don't think we have anything about this. But we can have lots of texture rects and just keep working with that. So I can use a texture rect that will be open, not in there, but in there, and should be this. This won't be it. No, this won't be it. So let's delete this. Okay. So we have the confirm and cancel. So we need to add a script here. Scripts. So last name, next item, roller up. Right. So in here, I need to have a signal that I will set. No, this will get the signal. I would also need. Okay, let's take. So I need to. Yeah, I will need a signal here. Item selected. And let us with a function on items selected, and I will need the item. And it returns nothing, and it should be something like set. So add the selected item in next item variable. Change the or add a like to the selected item, and that's it. So for now it's that. Then I have a function, and we will have not a function but this confirm button. And well, we need to have here a var next item selected. Still I don't know what will it be. And so my confirm button in my signals and rest. Let's connect that. Then we'll have a next item selected. Okay, now next item should be like that. Next item selected dot emit. Next item. And function. Well, not here, but by the signal. Rest. Like this, just will do a reset. That will be next item equals no. This will equal no also. No, and then self dot false. So is and self visible. So yeah, that should be it for these. Okay, so how will I do that? So let's say I have a new texture rect. I have here that I will move that. Let's say here, and we have a I don't know a cheesecake here. So I can do something like this. Now this is this does nothing. Yeah, this does nothing at all. Yeah, no, I don't think this is doing anything. So here should have the signal. If I do this, I could use string. That is, say, cheesecake. Okay, what will this do? Let's say color is extra R0, and also if event is input event mouse button and event dot is action pressed. Is that way? No, I don't think it's that way. Event dot pressed is input event mouse button. So input event mouse button and event dot pressed. So no, I don't think that's the way to do that. So event is an input event. So let's copy this. I know that's not the correct one, but so this is an input event. So this and remove this. Print you have picked me. Okay, and also we'll create another texture rect. And let's put that in here. Let's move that in there. Let's put this as my, not that, but that as my texture. And go to the signal, Y input, and I would love to have my, this one. Okay, add the arguments and call it cinnamon roll. And connect that. I think that's not the way. But let's try to. So, I need to see. Okay, alright. Oh, so game. Okay. You clicked. Okay. And I can do that. It's okay. So that's alright. I will use this in here and there. And everything seems to be working, albeit I don't know if this is the exact correct way, but that's alright. So I should be able just to use this as string. That cannot be null in there. And that can be there. So I can have so then next item is extra arc 0. Can I call it different? Like item pressed. Or something like that. And a print pressed is there and there. And pressed. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Good. Perfect. Okay. So the behavior is done. Now I need to populate everything. But that will be on the next stream because right now we are out of time and I should be going because I have day-to-day life things to do. So yeah, that's it for today. Well, I hope you like it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please tell me about that. Did you like it? Do you have any suggestion about the icons to have on the power-ups? Everything is very, very welcome and much appreciated. So, well, that's it for today. See you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.